The random roommates draft. That's our drop.
Forgot about that shit.
I wanted to actually do it like off the rip right here. You know what I mean?
Off the roof.
Like I wanted to use the recording, but I forgot about it.
Do we have it saved in here still?
Probably everything's saved, right? I don't even know how to use that stuff.
No, they like switched up on us, dude. I don't even know. Oh, media maybe?
Yeah, I don't even know where you
Oh,
see media.
wait a
though.
second. Hold on. Daddy's here, don't worry.
The random roommates draft. That's our drop. I think I did pretty good, like
Yeah,
doing it live.
you're spot on, dude.
I mean, I'll take that all day, brother.
All day.
Hard work all day. But yeah, so yeah, in case you couldn't tell by the double drop, the live drop and the recorded drop, we're doing a mock draft here. We're doing a 12-team PPR league. Quarterback, 2 running back, 2 wide receiver, a tight end, 2 flex, 6 on the bench. It's a 14-round draft. I think this is like my favorite format for leagues. This roster size and draft length.
Did it say I left the draft for a second?
Yeah, I see. You don't have a green circle next to you, so you must have left it.
Oh, okay. I was trying to get rid of a notification on my thing, but now it's hold on.
Well, you gotta go find it, bro.
Hate the sleeper update. It's so dumb, dude.
You can go back to our messages and I go back to the link that I sent you.
Yeah, that's what I just did, and it didn't even let me in. Continue.
Oh, I didn't start the draft yet, though.
Already joined.
Already joined. So go to mock drafts and then go to it.
Is there a mock drafts tab?
I think so.
Oh, you know what? I think you're right, actually.
If you go to where the leagues are.
Leagues.
How about this? I just sent you a league invite in your DMs. They go down in the DMs. They go down.
They go down. They go down and they go to draft. All right. I'm back. We're good.
All right. He's back. The kid's back. The ill is back. The ill's back. Jermaine Cole. So we did random spots to draft from. I'm drafting from the 3. Johnny's drafting from the 9. I don't think I even have any picks as high in any of my leagues this year. I'm pretty low everywhere across the board.
Same.
My highest I think is 5 or 6. That's what I have for orchids. Other than that, I'm pretty low everywhere.
You got the 5 because I have the 6 for orchids.
Okay. So yeah, let's get this bad boy started. 2 hours per pick, so we might be here for a while.
There's a 14-hour fucking Random Roommates episode.
Yes, sir. Underway. All right, we got Justin Jefferson, Austin Eckler are the first 2 off the board.
Austin Eckler number 2? I have not seen that yet in a draft.
Me either. See, so that's interesting because now it's like, do I go Jamar? Do I go CMC? Ooh, it's tough. It's tough because I like both of these guys a lot. And I kind of thought one of them was gonna go number 2, and then I would just take the other one. Like if I'm at 3, I feel like it's easy.
Yeah.
You take the opposite of Jamar Chase or CMC. If you're at the 1, I'm taking Justin Jefferson at the 1. I'll go with Jamar Chase. I love the Christian McCaffrey, but I'm just afraid he's gonna get hurt. So I'm gonna take Jamar Chase, ride this wide receiver first build out, see how it goes.
Down goes Jamar, CMC, Travis Kelce, Bijan, Tyreek Hill, Cooper Kupp. And then it comes to me. I've got some options here, dude. Saquon is the top running back available right now with Nick Chubb. I like both of those options. I'd probably lean Nick Chubb a little bit over Saquon if I were to go running back. And Stephon and CD are the top 2 wide receivers. So I think I'm going to get the value at running back, and I'll probably go Nick Chubb. He's like a workhorse, dude. He's pretty reliable.
Nick Chubb at the 1.9, that's pretty high. He doesn't go ahead of Saquon a lot. I take Diggs in that spot a lot. I feel like Diggs is so safe. But Nick Chubb is too. Can't go wrong. He's doing passing work
Diggs
too.
Is like the Nick Chubb of wide receivers. Just safe and gonna put up solid numbers.
Agreed. I agree.
So after me, it goes Stephon Diggs, Saquon, CeeDee Lamb, Devontae Adams, AJ Brown, and then Pat Mahomes at the 2-3. So I've got the 2-4. I probably want to go receiver here just because I'm looking at the value later for my next pick for probably running back.
Yeah.
I want to get one of these top end guys, and I really like Amon-Ra St. Brown, so I'm gonna take him.
Yeah, I was thinking about taking him in our Coastal Chicks draft. Which, by the way, dude, I said this to Lex. I think Coastal Chicks League is like my most active league with like chatter and like stuff like that.
Yeah, honestly, same. Other than
Like,
Orchids, when Orchids gets going, that'll probably be pretty
sometimes.
active.
Yeah, sometimes. But it's good stuff. So you went Amon-Ra, you got Chubb and Amon-Ra, and then after him was Josh Allen, Derrick Henry, Jalen Waddle, Jonathan Taylor, Garrett Wilson. So another quarterback, and then we went back and forth between wide receiver and running back. I have I have Jamar Chase, and I'm looking at Josh Jacobs, Tony Pollard, Ramondre, Najee at the running back position. I'm looking at Jalen Hurts, maybe. I'm looking at maybe Mark Andrews. I'm kind of looking for him in the third.
That's not a bad sneaky pick. I feel like that's pretty solid value.
I think I like Tony Pollard here. Take Tony Pollard, and then hopefully Andrews drops to me. And if he doesn't, then I'll probably hit up like a Devontae or maybe Najee. So I'm gonna go Tony Pollard and balance myself out.
Let's see. I bet. Yep, there goes Jalen. There goes Najee.
Oh,
you got sniped by a bot, you bitch.
Dude, Najee and Mark Andrews both go, along with Jacobs and Jalen Hurts. I like Chris Olave here, and I like Devontae Smith. I got some Devontae. I don't really have Olave anywhere, so I'll roll with Olave. And then it's Ramondre, T. Higgins, Devontae, Debo, Breece Hall. Back to Stirtbag.
Breece Hall.
Really, you still like Breece even with Dalvin signing?
Yeah, dude. I just think once Breece comes back, like I think they're gonna be kind of like that 1-2 punch, and I think Breece Hall's got the more explosiveness. Like I kind of look at it as the same as the Patriots with Zeke being like the goal line guy behind Ramondre Stevenson, but Breece Hall I think is more talented than Ramondre Stevenson. Maybe not so much in the receiving end, but I still am pretty high on Breece Hall. I think he could really break out like and be like the Jets stud for the next few years. Same with Travis Etienne. I like him a lot. I do like Jahmyr Gibbs. The wide receiver position has still got a lot of talent, so I think I'm going to take a running back here just to get one of these guys because
Good call.
After Joe Mixon, it kind of drops off a little bit. I mean, Aaron Jones is still there, who's probably going to be good. Kenneth Walker, you don't really know with the whole Seattle running situation. So I'm going to take Travis Etienne as my RB2. I feel very solid in that pick.
Yeah, that's good. Oh, Joe Mixon went earlier than usual, and then Joe Burrow, DK Metcalf rounds out the third. Jahmyr Gibbs, Aaron Jones, and then Calvin Ridley are the first three picks.
Calvin Ridley, and I think I have a pretty clear pick here, and it's Keenan Allen.
Yeah.
He's like very clearly the wide receiver 1 PPR for the Chargers, dude. Like he's gonna, as long as he stays healthy, he's gonna be a stud. And him as my wide receiver 2, bro, I'll take that all day.
Yep, just that consistency in there, plug and play, forget about it. Wow, Justin Fields is gone in the 4th round, along with Lamar, George Kittle, Scary Terry, and Amari Cooper. Back to me. I have Jamar Chase, Chris Olave, and Tony Pollard, and I'm looking here at the board, and I see Kenneth Walker, I see D-Hop, I see DJ Moore. I think I'm between D-Hop and DJ Moore. I've actually risen a lot on D-Hop, especially with
the Treylon Burks injury now.
The Treylon Burks injury now. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with D-Hop. I mean, I like DJ Moore a lot too. I think he's got crazy potential this year.
I mean, he's like they're both wide receiver 1s on the respectable teams, but I don't know. DJ Moore with his Justin Fields, I feel a little more confident in DJ Moore just as a fantasy output and maybe staying healthier than D-Hop because D-Hop is getting up there in age.
That's fair. All right, I'll roll with
the Titans. Reminds me of
I'm taking D-Hop, dude. He's going to be crazy good.
Yeah.
Because
All right.
he was
I
still
respect.
so
I still
good
respect
last
it.
year with Kyler.
He,
Like he didn't take
he
a step
was.
back. He was so good when he came back from his suspension. Well, of course
Yeah.
he was. He was doping, allegedly. All right, I'm taking D Hop. Too good to pass up on. Then Justin Herbert, Kenneth Walker, T.J. Hawkinson, J.K. Dobbins, DJ Moore comes back. Who gives a fuck? Give me them both. Don't even think about it. And then it's Judy.
Dude, your wide receiver room is looking pretty stacked.
Miles Sanders, Dameon Pierce, Dallas Goedert, and Christian Watson off the board. And yeah, through 5 rounds.
Who do I like here? I'm not gonna lie. Trevor Lawrence is looking pretty solid here because I feel like after him, Dak, but after that,
yeah, no, it's a big drop after T-Law.
It's a
I
big
agree.
drop, and I don't want to risk. I mean, there's only one team ahead of me that doesn't have a QB, and they have 2 picks before I get my next one. So I think taking Trevor Lawrence here would be huge for me, especially with what's still available at wide receiver and running back. So I'm going to take Trevor Lawrence. Just secure down my starting quarterbacks.
I think that's a good call. After T-Law, it's Drake London, Darren Waller, who I like a lot. 5th round, though, it's pretty high. Alexander Madison, Chris Godwin, DeAndre Swift, and then Kyle Pitts. Waller ahead of Pitts and Goddard ahead of Pitts. That's crazy ADP movement.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, what was Kyle Pitts' ADP?
Higher than Goddard and Waller.
Wow. Which, honestly, I don't know if I agree with, dude. I don't know if it's there.
I'd rather have both Goddard and Waller than Pitts.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Just because, talent-wise, maybe Pitts is better, but, offense and, scheme-wise and quarterback-wise and just, overall fit and production, I don't really know if I agree.
Right. So here's where I'm at currently. I'm kind of liking this 9th pick, dude, because it's not. I don't feel like I have to teeter as much as I do when I have the 6th.
Dude,
in most drafts.
This is where most of my mocks come from. I actually was gonna say this. Me at the 3, I'm so out of my comfort zone for this year because I've been mocking from 8, 9, 10 all the time. I'm never mocking from the front. I'm always at the back. So for me, I agree. I think there's good value to be had for a lot of rounds.
Yeah, no, I agree. Especially kind of when you have that, when it hits the turn and you only have a few picks before you can eye up some guys that have a higher chance to fall to you. Right.
Yeah, honestly, the 4, 5, 6, 7. That's the worst place to be in my eyes.
Yep. Exactly.
I like the 4 at the top a little bit. In the first round, you still get good value, but after that, it's
it's
in
tough.
between value that I'm not real excited about.
Yep. Agreed. And right now, if you look at the wide receiver board, I don't love what's there for the top 5, 4 or 5. So I'm probably going to go to running back, and because they get hurt all the time, it's always good to have a third guy that you can plug and play, either in your flex or on your bench. And Dalvin Cook is still there. He's there with the Jets, kind of how I was saying with Breece Hall.
Yeah.
He's going to be there. My other thing is James Conner. If he stays healthy, he's not going to have any competition, and they're probably going to be running the ball a ton because they have no fucking quarterback for.
I agree. I'd be very happy if either of those guys dropped to me, but that might be tough.
And because of the Breece Hall and Dalvin Cook situation of them splitting touches, I'm probably going to take James Conner here.
Yeah, that's a good move. I love Conner in the 6th, dude. That's my favorite, and that's why I'm so okay with waiting on running back.
Yeah, 100%.
So lucky me. After James Conner goes Kamara, Christian Kirk, Cam Akers, Michael Pittman, and Tyler Lockett. I also do really like Lockett in the 6th, as well as Hollywood Brown and Mike Williams. I think all those guys in the 6th is great value.
Mike Williams in the 6th
James
is
Conner.
Great value, dude.
Those are my favorite picks, and I'm usually torn because Lockett, Hollywood, honestly, all those guys are there. Lockett, Hollywood, Mike Williams, James Conner, they're all usually there because I'm usually around the 6'4", I'm usually where you are now.
Right.
But just because of the way my team's built, dude, there's actually 2 picks that I like right now, but I'm going to take... Oof. All right, I'm going to stay away from the leg injuries, and I'm going to take Dalvin Cook here. I'll have him paired up with Tony Pollard in my backfield.
Who are you talking about with leg injuries? Javonte?
And I might take him right here. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's still there.
You know what I mean? There's a couple guys that I like, but like I'm kind of fine like at this point, like just waiting on like my tight end and quarterback
You know
because
what's
like
crazy,
I'm
dude?
already down so far. It's like, dude, how like
Yeah.
I can't get much worse, so I might as well just wait.
Right, I was just gonna say, since I took Trevor Lawrence, like we were saying how there's such a big drop off, and nobody's taken a quarterback since that pick.
Exactly, because there is such a big drop off. Everyone's like, "Oh yeah, I'd rather have like these like impactful position players than
Right,
Dak Prescott, who's going to be like a middle of the pack quarterback, like
16, 17
consistent, but he's not
points.
going to win me weeks. He's not going to be popping off.
Right,
He's not going to be as valuable."
exactly.
Um, and then yeah, tight end. I do like Fryermuth a lot, but whatever, dude. There's still going to be value behind him, so I'm fine with just waiting if he doesn't fall to me in the eighth. Um, so I'm going to take Javonte as my running back 3.
That's pretty solid, dude. Tony Pollard, Dalvin Cook, and Javonte Williams.
Yeah, I like that.
And then Freiermuth goes right after. Wow.
Wow, yeah, Freiermuth right off the board. I actually, after I said that, I was like, damn, I shouldn't have said that. Johnny might be looking maybe his way.
I traditionally sit on tight ends super late, dude, because I feel like I
Yeah,
always end up like kind of just hitting the waiver wire for one and just kind of plug
yeah,
and
just
playing them
streaming them.
anyway.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm back on the clock. I've got 3 running backs, 2 wide receivers, and a quarterback right now. So I probably want to check out the wide receiver and see what's going on over there. And I still don't love a lot of the guys here, but probably be stupid of me not to take one. Got Amon-Ra and Keenan Allen, so I'm good on my first 2. I really like Jordan Addison. Like he's kind of just like a mini Justin Jefferson, but I'm also
Yeah.
scared to take somebody who is on the same team as Justin Jefferson, who's gonna get 15 fucking targets a game.
I still think there's enough to go around because so last year Justin Jefferson ran the most routes in the league. The second most routes run in the league was Adam Thielen, who left, and now Jordan Addison
Really?
is coming in to like assume that role,
Yeah,
possibly. Like
and
they run so many passing plays. Their defense is so bad, so they're always having to throw the ball. Like
and
there
they don't have
is
Dalvin Cook, so like, what are they gonna go to Alexander Madison for 60% of their offense? Probably
exactly, dude.
not.
There are receptions to be had in this offense. I am excited about Jordan Addison. I think he'd be a great pick here.
All right, yeah, you just talked me into it. I'll take Jordan Addison then.
Okay, fine. And after Addison goes JSN, Jahan Dotson, Evan Ingram, Dak Prescott, George Pickens, and David Montgomery. Who I'm surprised it took David Montgomery this long to go off the board because I was actually thinking about taking
the 8th
him.
round? I know, dude.
I was thinking about taking him over Javonte. And Jahan Dotson is another one that I love him late in drafts. I think I'd rather have him than Terry McLaurin just because of like the price you have to pay to get him.
Right. And then it comes back to me, and I'm not loving what I see at running back, so I think I'm going to go back to wide receiver and sit on tight end for now. And I don't know, tell me if you disagree with this take, but I'm low-key kind of high on Brandon Cooks this year.
Yeah.
I think he could thrive in a spot behind, what's his name? CeeDee Lamb. Just as that wide receiver too.
Yeah.
He's not gonna be pulling double coverage. And his whole career he's been the wide receiver 1 who's been pulling the double coverage, dude, and has still been great. So if he's sitting behind CeeDee Lamb, especially in a Dallas offense that doesn't have that Dalton Schultz, or they have Tony Pollard, but like it's really just CeeDee Lamb and Brandon Cooks as their only like 2 solid receivers.
I agree. I like Brandon Cooks. I also like Quentin Johnston. Those would be my 2 that I would be between right now if I were in your shoes.
That's the thing. I already have Keenan Allen, so I don't know if I want to.
Oh yeah, true. No, you're right.
Offense.
I would be taking Brandon Cooks if I was you, probably.
Yep.
And after Cooks goes Treylon Burks, AJ Dillon, David Njoku, Deshaun Watson, Tua Tagovailoa. Back to me.
You thinking quarterback here?
No, I'm not, because Team 1 and Team 2 both have a quarterback, so it's going to come back to me again before.
Oh, true.
So I'm thinking I like what I got, right? At wide receiver, I have Jamar Chase, Chris Olave, DeAndre Hopkins, DJ Moore. That's stacked. And at running back, I have Tony Pollard, Dalvin Cook, and Javonte Williams. That feels stacked. Like I said, I like Quentin Johnson, so I'm kind of looking at that. I'm also thinking maybe Jamal Williams. Maybe Zay Flowers.
Is a safe bet. Jamal Williams is nice, that kind of like that goal line puncher that you could throw
And here's
in.
the thing: he's going to be so good to start the season if Javonte isn't.
Right.
Like he's going to be so good at the beginning of the year without Alvin Kamara.
Yeah. That's true.
But I also could go Quentin Johnson, who I think would be just real good in general. No, I'll take Jamal Williams, actually. I feel safe, dude. I feel like he's guaranteed touches. Some anyway.
Especially at the goal line, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll roll with that. Then it's Kadarius, Antonio Gibson, Brian Robinson, back to back, and then Quentin Johnson. I was thinking about taking him here.
Yeah, that's a dumbass. Like, why would you take the two? I don't get that. I mean, it is a bot, so that makes sense. But
yeah, that's true. It is a bot. Yeah, I'm gonna take Anthony Richardson, dude. I think like he's got that crazy upside. Yeah, I mean, what's the worst that happens, dude?
Over Kirk, dude. Kirk has got the Justin Jefferson, and he's just kind of like the safe play here. Like, what if you draft Anthony Richardson and he's not what he turns out to be, like, at all?
Then I'm probably picking up Kirk off the fucking waivers, bro.
Who's to say he doesn't get picked up? Like, I might snag him as my like.
Okay, fine. Then I'll pick up fucking Daniel Jones.
I think Kirk Cousins in a better league than Daniel Jones.
Yeah, but I'll just pick up a new guy every week. I'll look at matchups. I'll read the matchups. Like, if I have Kirk Cousins, I'm better off fucking like looking at matchups because Kirk Cousins is gonna bust too. You know what I mean? And like, I feel like I could do just as good surfing the waiver, trying to eye up matchups of like okay quarterbacks I can pop off here and there, pick up a guy here and there, snag me a Kyler Murray for when he's healthy, like. Take fucking Geno, who's nobody's fucking drafting. He'll be decent enough.
Like, Aaron Rodgers is still there too, and he's got a whole new offense to himself. Like,
you're right.
You think the risk is worth taking Anthony Richardson on a shitty Colts team over one of those guys?
Yeah, because he could rush for 1,000.
Yeah, I guess that's true. You gotta take that into account.
Like, let's see. So right now, if you look at Sleeper, right, he's projected 288 points. Rodgers is projected 285 and Cousins 294. Anthony Richardson is only projected, mark of the beast, 666 rushing yards. So which feels so low.
Yeah.
Right? And you give him 100 more, that's 10 more points. He's at 298. He's above both those guys, and 766 doesn't feel like unattainable.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? Like that rushing baseline, and then like also the possibility for him to have like 150-yard rushing game with like 1 or 2 rushing touchdowns, like on top of any, like maybe he throws for $150 and a passing touchdown. Like that upside for him to just win me a week and be like, thank you very much for the win this week, Mr. Richardson. You don't get that with Kirk.
That's true.
I guess Kirk could throw for like 404, but those weeks are few and far between. Like he is solid, like 250 and 2 or 3, but like he's not getting you anything on the ground ever.
Yeah,
but it is safer. But fuck it, shoot for upside.
It's just that's the thing. Like I know Clay said in the chat earlier, he's like you kind of want to shoot for the moon, which I get, but like it's just so hard for me to trust anybody on that Colts team, dude.
Wow, they got Shane Steichen.
Okay.
Well, he was Philly's OC last year, so I'm hoping he could do something good with Anthony Richardson this year.
Yeah, but there's just I don't know. I might be wrong, but like Jalen Hurts is just a different beast than Anthony Richardson.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. It's definitely scary with Anthony Richardson. So what am I gonna do here? I mean, unless Quentin Johnson was here, I would just take him.
You kind of talked me into with the whole rushing upside of Anthony Richardson. Like,
and just like the possibility for him to be fucking amazing.
Yeah, and having the backup plan of just like waiver wire hopping is not bad either. You know what I mean?
Yeah, thank you, Anthony Richardson. You're mine. And then it's Gabe Davis, Juju, Rashad Penny, Michael Thomas, and Cole Kmet, and we're back to Mr. Bag.
Cole Kmet. I not gonna lie, I do kind of like Dalton Schultz as like an overall tight end pick because I think he's kind of gonna give you like a baseline of like he's not gonna
a handful of targets that you can turn into something.
He's gonna get a bunch of targets because who does Houston have as a receiver outside of like Dameon Pierce like as a outside of the running back. You know, like he's gonna be like a main focal point
Yeah.
of their offense. But I still think it's a reach, and I still think I could probably get him, especially with the next 3 teams behind me already having tight ends.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go back to running back and see what's available. Zach Charbonnet in the end of the 9th round sounds like a steal.
That's good. I like Khalil Herbert a lot too.
I do too, but like I don't know. I feel like Seattle's gonna kind of have that tandem with their running backs this year between.
I think
Charbonnet
so too. And Kenneth Walker's got the groin issue. Those things linger.
Yeah, they do linger. I also like Devin. What's his? How do you say his name? Achane.
I think it's A-Chain. That's what they say on the
Achane?
footballers. Devon A-Chain. That's what they say.
Devon Achane. I like him a lot. I think he could easily take over that backfield in Miami. But that kind of seems like a reach.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take a wild dart throw on Charbonnet and just see what happens.
Why not? There's always good rookie running backs. Might as well.
Yep.
After Charbonnet goes Pirine, then Zay Flowers, Kirk Cousins, Dalton Schultz, Khalil Herbert, and then Aaron Rodgers.
I was
You're
gonna
hoping to
take
double
Dalton
up?
Schultz in this.
Oh,
No,
true.
I was gonna take Dalton Schultz in this round. There's not much left for tight ends. I mean, Dalton Kincaid, but like, don't love that, especially with how they have what's his name still.
Yeah, I like Kincaid a lot. I like him and Chig, so I'm hoping if I can get one of those two in the 10th round, I'm happy there.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna sit on tight ends at this point in the draft. If this was a real draft, I'd probably sit on another tight end for a round or two just to get more value at the running back and wide receiver position, and kind of just like see what I have at the end of the draft, and then just like waiver wire hop.
Yeah.
And you know what?
Yeah, you can do that for tight ends.
Yeah, I'm gonna take another dart throw here and go OBJ.
Okay.
I can see him having a bounce back year. Comes into a new offense with Lamar.
Maybe.
For the 10th round, dude, I feel like that's not bad value.
Yeah, why not?
I also do like Elijah Moore though too.
Yeah.
In Cleveland.
Yeah. I think Courtland Sutton could be a little bit of like just a forgotten about decent piece. Like you're expecting a bounce back for the Broncos offense in general, I feel like, with Pete Carroll. And like everyone's like hype about Jerry Jeudy. Like he's got pretty high draft capital. He was taken, 504. That's pretty early. Like, and Courtland Sutton's just kind of forgotten about.
And Courtland Sutton, low key, has been better than Jeudy, like because Judy's been hurt. But I'm gonna stick with my guns and I'm gonna go OBJ, dude. I think he's got He's got another solid year left in him, I think.
He might. He might also be washed.
Yeah, but I mean, dude, when he came back and played for the Rams, he was solid until he got hurt in the Super Bowl.
Yeah. So after Odell goes Courtland Sutton, and then Devon A-Chain, Elijah Moore, Dalton Kincaid, and Jameson Williams. So now this is a tough game to play. Actually, no, I'm not even going to play the game because I'm going to take Chig because I don't want to take the chance that one of these two teams takes a backup tight end because they're a bot and they might. I'm going to take Chig. I think he's a good tight end, especially with Burks going down. Hopkins coming in made me cool on Chig, but now Burks goes down. I'm back in.
Right.
So I'll take Chig. I think that he's, solid late round tight end. He's one of the guys I love to take late. Then it's Adam Thielen, Daniel Jones, Damian Harris, Geno Smith. And I was thinking about taking Geno Smith because Geno Smith's I was thinking about taking him here to pair with Anthony Richardson.
Geno Smith has got a great floor.
Great floor, dude. And a good starting lineup. He could be really good, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
But since he did go off the board, there's nobody else that I really like. I am torn. There's actually two guys that I love in drafts, and they're right next to each other, and they're always on the board at the same time, and it's Bateman and Sky Moore. Good reports out of KC about Sky Moore and
his speed.
Some other guys falling off over there, like getting injured and stuff like that. So and apparently that offense is kind of tough to fully grasp. So him getting another year under his belt in that offense, I'm excited about. Excuse me. But then also Rashad Bateman, I think. He was good last year before he got hurt. Already has a little bit of rapport with Baltimore or with Lamar. He could be the number one receiver in Baltimore easily.
Yeah, I agree.
And Zay Flowers and Odell are both going before him. He could be the best value. Honestly, at the end of the day, it's going to be Mark Andrews, and then it's going to be one of these 3 receivers, and nobody knows who the fuck it's going to be.
Right. It's literally a dart throw.
It could be anybody. Like, it doesn't, like, nobody knows who it's going to be. It's going to be any 3 of them. So, like, that's, like, I'm very torn between Sky Moore or Rashad Bateman, but, do I have either of their teammates? I don't think so. I got nobody from Kansas City, nobody from Baltimore. Nothing here is really helping me out, helping me, decide where I want to go. I'll just rock with Bateman. Run with the Ravens with you. It's honestly, those are like so comparable picks to me.
They're the same person, honestly. When it comes
After
to like,
Bateman,
value.
it's McKinnon, Alan Lazard, Sky Moore, Rashee Rice, Tyler Algier, and then back to Mr. Bag.
Back to Mr. Bag. I'm gonna go over to the tight ends and probably actually I'm gonna wait because this guy's got 2. The other guy's got Darren Waller. I doubt he takes another. Elijah Mitchell, I don't love. I might take Zeke here just for his goal line.
Yeah, dude.
Value. It's not like he's gonna be somebody I'm like starting in my flex or anything. Like, got that covered, dude. But if somebody goes down and I just need like 10 points out of Zeke and he goes fucking 6 carries with 30 yards and a touchdown, I'm okay with that.
Zeke had a 9-week span last year where he had 11 touchdowns. He had a touchdown in every game and 11 total over 9 weeks.
Yeah, and that was
That's
in
remarkable.
His washed year. He's washed, but he's still putting up those numbers. I'm gonna go Zeke here. Of course he takes Tyler Higbee. Why would he not? And then it's back to me, and I feel like I almost have to take a tight end here. And honestly, I'm okay with taking Greg Dulcich, dude. He's young.
Yeah.
He's gonna have a year with Pete Carroll and Russ as his offense. They've been known to get their tight ends involved. He is more of a blocking tight end, if I'm not mistaken. But honestly, if it doesn't work out after 2 or 3 weeks of Greg Dulcich, I'll hit the waiver wire. So I'm just gonna take him just to fill that position.
Dude, last year Zeke was his lowest was 8.15 and his highest was 14.03, and he only had 3 weeks that were under 10 points, like not double digits.
Yeah, I had him on my team.
No
He
real
was solid.
boom games, but like just solid consistency, like especially in a double flex or like a 3 flex, where you can just kind of pop him in there knowing that he's going to be getting you double digit points in a flex. That's not bad.
I'll take that off my bench any day of the week.
Yeah, depending on who I have in like as my starters, like.
Right.
But yeah, I like that, especially this late dude. He'll be good. He'll be good in New England. So after Dulcich, it's Jared Goff, Sam Laporta, Deonta Foreman, Russell Wilson, Tank Bigsby. I got 2 picks left. I got all my positions taken care of, so I'm not gonna double up anywhere. Now it's just time to have some fun. Get some fun picks here. I like actually I think I'm gonna take Rondale Moore. Because as much as I like Hollywood Brown and James Conner, it's like Rondale Moore is still going to be stepping into a wide receiver 2 role there, and he's been solid, and I think he can still like come on, especially like later in the season as well.
And he's going to get Kyler back eventually.
Exactly. So I'm kind of cool with that. Let's see. That's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I got 4 running backs. Yeah, I'm gonna take Rondale Moore. See what happens. So then it's Raheem Mostert. That's who I was toying with. I was like, oh, maybe he can come back to me. But he didn't.
Wait, say that again. I lost you for a few seconds.
I wanted Mostert to come back to me, and I was toying between Rondale and Raheem because I like, dude, with Mostert, I'm like, dude, it's whoever is left in this Miami backfield because it could be any of them too.
Right.
Let's see who we got here. I do like Kendre Miller here, but
I've got my eyes on one guy. I'm not going to tell you who it is because you could very well pick him, but he would be great value for me in this round.
I'm between 2 guys. I'm between Jaylen Warren and who was it? Kareem Hunt. Because like Kareem Hunt's going to be signing somewhere soon, I think.
Yeah, he'll find a team, dude. If Zeke can find a team, Kareem Hunt will find a team.
Yeah, but he doesn't have one. I think there's a chance that Najee goes down, and in that case, Jaylen Warren's a stud. And even if not, I think they're still gonna rotate him in. Like nobody else. Like I would pick Kendre Miller here, like in a heartbeat, if he didn't just sprain his LCL.
Yeah.
Nico Collins looked good the other night. Now I'm gonna go Jaylen Warren.
Hey, I mean, dude, Jeff Wilson is still there too. Like what you were saying with Raheem Mostert. You never know.
Factual. But I'm taking Jaylen Warren.
It's a good pick, I think. Any RB2 that has no competition with like a split with the RB3.
Yeah.
One injury, dude, and you've got yourself a starting running back. You know what I
mean?
And
even if not, I think Warren still's gonna get some time.
Yep. So the guy I was eyeing fell right in my lap, and I'm gonna take him right now, and his name is Zay Jones. I think he's a good little piece. I've got the Trevor Lawrence stack in weeks I throw him in. I'm gonna take Zay Jones.
I agree. I think that's good. I like Zay Jones. Oh, this isn't the last round. I thought, dude. So you know what's funny is when I made this draft, I added this round, but when I was looking at the draft board, this 14th round wasn't popping up until we got to the 14th. It like added itself to the bottom here.
Little surprise pick for you.
Yeah, who are you gonna take?
Let's see. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wide receivers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 running backs. So I'm pretty even in most positions covered. I probably won't go backup quarterback because I don't really believe in drafting a backup unless I have like a borderline guy, and I'm pretty confident in Trevor Lawrence, so I'm just gonna stick with him.
Yeah.
Hit the waiver wire if he goes down. I kind of like DJ Chark just because of the potential, but you never know with Bryce Young at QB.
Yeah, Bryce Young makes me nervous.
Running back is Kareem Hunt is there. I like that. I like Jeff Wilson. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you never know. Like, he's shown flashes, but I think that offense is Isaiah Pacheco's to take, running-wise. I'm a little torn here, dude, but honestly, it's the last round, so I don't... I kind of like Alec Pierce, too. He doesn't have much competition in Indianapolis, but also that's another situation with Anthony Richardson. You just don't know, especially with the throwing game.
Yeah.
Who's this John Mechie guy? I've never even heard of this guy. He's a rookie.
He was a rookie last year, but he had cancer, so he didn't play.
When did he get drafted? Was he like a high draft pick?
I don't know what his draft
Brandon Cooks traded, and Nico Collins still needing to prove himself. There's an opportunity for Mechie and the team's other young wideouts to see an ample playing time. Mechie was expected to be a significant part of the offense last season, but there are no guarantees for 2023, particularly with new offensive brain trust in place. It's the last round, dude. It's pretty much a dart throw. I might take him, honestly.
Do it.
I'm gonna. Fuck it. Why not?
Kid's nice. I'm taking, there goes Kareem Hunt. I like Chase Brown here a little bit out of Cincy, but I'm going to go with the Gus Bus, dude. J.K. Dobbins just got off the pup. He was hurt all last year. Like, Gus Bus could be running back one there, and, like, J.K. hasn't even really been practicing for real. He just got off the pup. Like, just got off the pup today, I think, or yesterday.
I don't hate that pick, honestly, dude.
Give me Gus Bus.
Yeah, that's solid value in the last round of the draft, dude. One of the last picks, too.
Yeah. So, rounded out here, I got Anthony Richardson starting at quarterback. Our running back room is looking like Tony Pollard, Dalvin Cook, Javonte Williams, Jamal Williams, Jaylen Warren, and Gus Edwards. And then my wide receivers are Ja'Marr Chase, Chris Olave, DeAndre Hopkins, DJ Moore, Rashad Bateman, and Rondale Moore. I got the Moores. I got dude, last name chemistry. And then I got Chig Okonkwo at my tight end. So honestly, I really like this team. I feel like my top 4 wide receivers are super strong, and my top 3 to 4 running backs are super strong, and my last 2 wide receivers and running backs each are like good dart throw shots. So I honestly really like this team.
I'm in the same boat. I'm not gonna lie. This has been the best mock draft I've had all year. Out of the 9 spot. At quarterback, I've got Trevor Lawrence. RB1 and RB2, I've got Nick Chubb and Travis Etienne. My 2 wide receivers, I've got Amon-Ra St. Brown and Keenan Allen. I think Keenan Allen as a wide receiver, too, is a steal, dude.
Yep, I agree.
Tight end, I've got Greg Dulcich, which, that's kind of a dart throw, but again,
Yeah.
not pressed about the tight end position like in the slightest. And
Nope.
then in the flex, I've got James Conner and Jordan Addison, which I'll take all day. Brandon Cooks could easily be one of those flex players. Zach
Yep.
Charbonnet, OBJ, Zeke, Zay Jones, and John Mechie on my bench, which, I mean, honestly, dude, like, I'm very happy with the way this team turned out.
Yeah. I like your top 3 at every position. Right, like
Yeah.
Chubb, ETN, James Conner, and Amon-Ra, Keenan, and Jordan Addison. I like those top 3. Brandon Cooks, I think, has super potential, and then like it's just like good dart through. I think Charbonnet actually is going to be like really solid. Yeah, I like your first 9 picks. I think you got like out of your first 9 picks, you have 3 like gonna be good studs at running back, like 3 are at gonna be good studs at wide receiver, solid quarterback, and then 2 probably should be good, like at a minimum, like fairly productive at
Flex
each
pieces.
position, and then like somewhat a dart throws the rest of the way. I like it.
Yeah. And I mean, dude, that's all like that draft strategy is all you need because within the first 3 weeks, with the way waiver wires works, like half these guys on my bench probably won't be on my team after week 4. You know what I mean? Like, there's going to be guys
Yeah.
that break out, and everybody's going to be pushing for on the waiver wire. So who knows?
Yeah. I'm really glad that I went wide receiver heavy here. This is the first time I've done this where I haven't taken a running back in this area, and I liked it a lot, honestly.
Yeah,
I
that's
think for me, if I don't take a running back or if I don't take a quarterback or a tight end in the first like 5 or 6 rounds, I think like my first 5 is like the ideal order for me to go.
yeah,
Between the first, like split the first 2, depending on value, split the first 2 rounds between wide receiver and running back, and then just go 3 straight wide receivers because I think there's like so much upside there. And then
yeah,
start to
dude.
fill it out with like backs, like later running backs.
I mean, dude, especially in PPR, like this is obvious, but there's just so much more value at the wide receiver position than the running back position where
Yep.
you can almost just stack wide receivers in the draft and then like snag a running back off waivers if you need to. Like there's going to be 1 or
Yep.
2 guys at the running back position that's going to be like must adds on the waiver wire the first few weeks. And if
Always
you can get
are.
one of those guys, dude, like if you can just ball out and like I don't feel bad if I spend the majority of my waiver wire money in the first 3 weeks just like trying to get those guys. Like last year, like Donta Foreman was a great waiver wire
Right.
addition.
Right.
Because CMC got traded. I mean, that was like week 8 or week 9, I think. But dude, he had like 2 or 3 weeks where he put up like 25 points for me.
Yeah.
Just because he had that available product, like he had the opportunity for production.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very happy with this team. It almost makes me wish I had like a later pick than the one I do in Orchids because, like you said earlier, the 6 through 8 is like the toughest spot to draft in.
Yeah, I'm not real stoked on my 5 spot either, but whatever. I'll live with it. All right, let's get out
Facts.
of here. It's been a long one.
Yeah, that was a fun mock draft. Hope you guys enjoyed and got some sort of value out of it and just like listening to us draft fake teams.
Hope you're able to stick it out.
Yeah. Muchos smooches.